Hello and welcome to another edition of Dash Cam Wisdom. I've got another chilly morning here in Kansas, so I've got my coat but still have my t-shirt game in full effect. So today I want to talk about something that, of all the challenges that we've had in 2020, I believe this is the biggest challenge to overcome. And if you can overcome this challenge, then the rest will be much easier, okay? And so what is that challenge? It's not the coronavirus. It's not the financial situation. It's not the business situation. It's not the political situation. It's not racial tension. The biggest challenge to overcome is discouragement. Discouragement's public enemy number one when you think about it. Because when we get discouraged, all our efforts get minimized, or in some cases, eliminated. People simply stop trying. Trying to get along with the neighbor and you get discouraged. Trying to get healthy and you have a setback and you get discouraged. Trying to get in shape at the gym, you get injured and you can't work out, you get discouraged. Trying to get your business going, and because of protocols and pandemic and all the things that have happened, it slows you down or brings you to a halt and you get discouraged. So the key is overcoming that discouragement. How do we do it? And so think about discouragement as something that you start out with a certain amount of fuel in your gas tank. I'm talking about your personal gas tank. And discouragement will drain that fuel right out. And when you run out of gas, you stop, right? So just like on a trip, we're going through this journey, going through this pandemic. And so when you're on a trip in your car, you plan for fuel. You know, hey, I've got to stop. You keep an eye on your fuel gauge, and you know you've got to stop and fuel your vehicle up, because otherwise you're going to get stranded, stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and no one wants that. So we've got to plan our fuel. We've got to plan and refuel when discouragement comes, because it's going to come. But when we refuel, it dissipates. It really does. And so you've got to have fueling stations, and sometimes you don't always have the best fuel available. So for me, I like BP fuel. I use the premium 93 octane. I love it. Can't always get 93 octane. So if 93 is not available, I'll take 91. But sometimes I'm out of town and there's no BP stations around. I might have to go to a Texaco. I might have to go to a Quick Trip. But when I go to Texaco, I go to Quick Trip, I want the highest octane fuel available that they have. That's what I do. So what is your fuel? You've got to find your best fuel, and then you got to find alternate fuel when your best fuel is not available. And so to overcome discouragement, love is the best fuel we have. Moving forward, because of who you love, the things you love, will keep you going. Sometimes that's not available. So then you got to go to alternate fuel. What's your alternate fuel to keep you going? You know, so for me, it's people that have undermined me over the years, directly, right? Deliberately undermined me. And I think about those folks, and you know what? I'm not going to let them win. Not going to happen. So I'm not going to be defeated. And I'll use that fuel to keep me going through challenging times. And I'll say one more thing about folks that do that, because they're out there and we've all experienced it. You've heard me say, if you've watched enough of my videos, that love is undefeated, and it is. You know what else is undefeated? Karma. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that. Karma's undefeated. So don't worry about those folks, because karma's undefeated. At the same time, use those cutting words, use those things as fuel, right? Someone told something about you, told a lie about you, wasn't true. Use it as fuel, right? Someone said you couldn't do something. Use it as fuel. Someone said you weren't smart. Use it as fuel. Whatever it is, use it to break through that discouragement, keep you going towards your goal. So that's my message for today. I hope this finds you well, finds you healthy. Until next time, we'll talk to you on the Daily Dose. Take care.